catching up, preparing for Nod-Krai. I don't know about a lore player, but I do want to catch up. I do want to know what's going on in the story. Probably be a very long stream, so we should just get started. Should we do Paralogism or the journey home first? Paralogism first? Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, we'll have to hit the Sumeru stuff later. Yes, let's do it. So we are starting Paralogism. Okay, Catherine's looking for us. I know she's the daily quest lady. That is something, right? The heck? Just like that, huh? People are feeling bad. That's the gist of it so far. I don't know if it's like depression going around or some kind of evil auras. Diluc no longer interesting. Kaya mogs Diluc. So there's like an anti-love evil going around. That's all I can really gather so far. Except maybe Kaya's the one casting it, trying to get all the ladies for himself. All right, so we also have Eula here. Gonna get some info about what's going on. All right, lots of captains. Albedo's missing? What do you mean upcoming trial against Albedo? What did he do? They're also confused. Good. Okay, so we still kind of don't have any information. We just know it's kind of serious. Okay, so Albedo is accused of murder and unlawful disposal of human remains. Maybe it was just another Albedo clone. Okay, we do got some evidence. Albedo denies the murder. Oh my god. Diluc as the witness? Oh, I think I'm starting to connect the pieces. Diluc and probably the other witness are like possessed by something. That's why Donna doesn't feel the butterflies no more, because it's not really Diluc in there. Theories. Kaya out here with the hard-hitting questions. What was he doing out there? So we got something where the body was buried. What is it? Well, obviously Albedo used acid to dissolve all the meats, right? But I guess why would teeth remain then? Albedo is kind of like an alchemist. So Sucrose and Albedo were together, but Sucrose fell asleep, so she can't be a reliable, I guess, witness. Yeah, so Albedo has no motive to kill people, but we do have another piece of evidence. Let's see what's going on there. Okay, like evil scientist motive. They're trying to confirm if this is actually Albedo who wrote this. Looks like Paimon's getting convinced Albedo is actually a murderer and a illegal human remains disposer. Everyone's getting turned on Albedo. Yeah, so they still don't have like concrete proof. Okay, so Albedo is found guilty for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe Jean is also corrupted. Personally, I don't see that there's enough proof, but people in attendance appear shocked. No one can believe a kind and well-mannered person like Albedo could commit such a crime. It all comes back to the letter, a secret that you and Albedo know all too well, but the people of Mondstadt have yet to discover. All right, so Albedo is, he's not a real human. I mean, we learned that, like, in 1 point something, like in the Dragonspine era. That was a really good story as well. Rosaria just popped up, and she has a message for us. We're going to be meeting a mysterious person. Okay, it's actually Vinti we're meeting up here, and Dahlia, Vinti's friend. I doesn't feel like we got too much information from that. All right, so we're gonna be investigating some stuff, I guess. All right, so we are going to be looking around Albedo's office. Here we go. Let's investigate this thing here. Alchemy book, nothing to see there. Perhaps a compartment inside the desk. Is this evil Albedo or what? Because like amid the notes is a map with a few markings on it. 2 of the marked locations correspond to the crime scenes, and the 3rd appears to be in Dragonspine. Gotta go hit those places, I suppose.
Miles.
Oh,
Miles a little sus. He's just kind of telling us to go to Dragonspine, so we're probably gonna do that first. Oh, okay. I just had to look for it. Although everything is covered in snow, as a seasoned adventurer, you notice a spot in the ground that looks quite different from its surroundings. Really? That like 6 human-sized hole? You have to be a seasoned adventurer to notice, huh? So the hole is empty. Someone dug up something. No real forward progress until now. Found the hole. No body. We'll have a new trial in 2 days. Miles still acting kind of weird. Ah, you too. Let me know if you're ready. Yes, ready for the 2nd trial. But like, did anything happen? As far as I know, nothing really changed from last time, right? So the teeth and femur bone were human. They're potentially Mondstadt citizens. Rosaria is going to give us some more info. The remains belong to Hanselman, male, 46 years old, marital status, single, occupation, hunter. Everything is just like hypothetical, theoretical, or whatever, because there's still no actual proof. So Albedo's motive, which I think we learned a bit ago already, is because he's evil scientist man, apparently. and just wanted subjects for his experiments. A lot of circumstantial evidence. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Albedo's about to sacrifice you. He did not look happy.
In addition,
So Donna was with Diluc apparently. When Diluc saw Albedo, someone at the bottom of the cliff was getting rid of a body. What does a crush on Diluc have to do? Just because he was around the crime scene? I guess she was just traumatized from the event. It feels like they're just going back and forth. The evidence we found in Albedo's office. I mean, that was kind of suspicious that was in his office, but I'm on Albedo innocent side. Right, so they have the burial site. I think it does actually belong to Albedo. Yeah. Were you the one who marked these locations? Okay, that's a good question. Oh, well, he did. Okay. Basically an admission of guilt. It is looking pretty bad for my boy. Albedo is here with the I can explain. Never killed a single person. Right. The only location we actually looked at was the third. I'm not sure if we were supposed to go to the other two. I just followed the gold triangle. Whatever was kept in the hole was gone, and the surrounding area bore the markings of an unknown creature. With everything covered in snow, no one knew there was something to discover in the first place. There was no body. There was nothing. Yeah, that was kind of my assumption from the beginning, is that like it has something to do with the clones. What have I got to say? So if we had gone to those other two locations, we probably wouldn't have seen anything. Okay, so Albedo just admitted to being the one to hide things at those three locations. Probably not bodies, I assume. There were indeed bodies at each location, and I did kill and bury someone on Dragon. Wait, what? Why is he just like... What happened with that though? But he probably just killed his other clone, right? I mean, that was pretty like straightforward. But okay, he does have some more stuff to say. The story doesn't end there. Some time ago, I encountered an uninvited guest on Dragonspine, someone who wanted to take advantage of the deserted nature of the region to eliminate me in secret. His desire to kill me led to an altercation where I killed him instead and buried the body on the mountain. I mean, like the Whopper Flower dude. The third location marked on the map. The man who attacked me on Dragonspine was my height, with blonde hair and blue eyes, dressed in clothes nearly identical to mine. So he is talking about his clone. So I was right. It does come back to what happened back then. Note brought someone.
Wait.
Hertha. Okay, we got a Hertha clone.
hello
I guess-
to you too.
I guess to prove something. I also, yeah, but like Hertha is really dead set on making sure Albedo is guilty. I've been stationed on Dragonspine all these years because that is where the subject of my research lies, the dragon Durin. Several hundred years ago, the Dragon of the East, Dvalin, defeated Durin in battle and, with help from Barbados, sealed his remains on Dragonspine. Durin was created through alchemy, one of the finest specimens of artificial life. As such, death was not a true end for him. His heart still beats and grows more vitalized by the day. My impostor on Dragonspine was a failed specimen abandoned in Durin's stomach, an unsuccessful iteration of the homunculus project. That must be the real Hertha then. Is she also a Whopper Flower? Where's the scar, fake Hertha? Oh yeah, Miles was also acting suspicious earlier. Is he also an imposter? I've heard you've been acting strange these days. Okay, so we got a bunch of fake people around here on the arm. Oh, so she wouldn't even have the scar. I guess that'd be an easy way to prove it, yeah. No need to panic, you can just add it now. You excel at changing your appearance, don't you? Or I should say, all spawn of Durin's life forces have that ability. A powerful life force and appearance you can change at will, yet here you stand. There are others too. Most of the beings under the influence of Durin's life force have gathered here, and yet their presence is what impedes her from taking action. Once you attempt to transform, all who surround you will be affected by your power. You can't control it because in this network of living beings you serve as the core. Show us the arm, fake Hertha. Miles showing his true colors as well. Oh, right. Donna stopped caring about Diluc because of the incident that happened. I guess the trauma? Yeah, okay. Kind of forgot about that. Trauma. Get over it. So they're both real. Donna just stopped having feelings for Diluc because of the incident. That seems like such a weak reason. Aren't traumatic events done together supposed to like strengthen a bond also? I guess. It's not like Diluc was the one doing the bad thing though. He just happened to be there. I don't like seeing anymore because it killed my grandma. How did your... I don't know if that's serious or not, but how did your grandma die by singing? All units move out, third company, keep on the imposter's tail. So this was all kind of pre-planned to suss out the imposters. So it turns out there actually wasn't really much stakes, but we didn't really know that until now, so it's fine. But we got monsters in the city now. I guess we do have some fighting to do. All right, Venti's here. Venti was also in on the plan. Okay, so the bodies in the holes were devoured by monsters, apparently. Okay, it's all starting to come together. The real Hertha is still alive. Does that mean all the others are like dead? Some of the current imposters are the fake and then the real ones are dead. Most of those who were replaced had no close relatives, and when their behavior changed, there was no one to notice. The monsters used their disguise to get close to people. I eliminated 2 who attempted to attack. Okay, so Albedo only killed the copies. Durin absorbed the failed creation along with his knowledge and way of thinking. Ever since then, all creatures spawned from his power and the ability to transform their appearance. Yeah, we could force a situation where the imposter had no choice to unleash that power. So they basically created this whole scenario. All right, but we do have some monsters I guess we're gonna have to defeat here in a second. Look who it is. Oh, big guy. And Diluc coming to save the day. I guess a rivalry between them still going on, huh? I can't just play with my C6 Mawika. I see how it is. All right, so we have secured control over the bridge, I suppose. Dealt with the monsters there. Diluc and Kaya. I'll get close to the injured knights. Okay, yeah, so we got to heal them with Barbara now. I feel like this doesn't have a big like impact on the overall story here. We're just kind of like protecting and serving for now. They're here, prepare for battle. Okay, no wait, we have Amber and Mika. Oh, funny. Someone said to solo out with Amber and Mika. I thought they were just like saying random stuff, but now we are. All right, looks like we're still defending from the Hilitril swarm, and they knew about the fake hearth of the entire time. They just, maybe to get the rest of the imposters in the same like area, perhaps. Whoa, 6 months? Okay, I was thinking couple days. This has been a long con. Our enemy is more meticulous than we expected. Monsters have been searching for Herta's body in order to protect the imposter's identity, which is a more advanced way of thinking than Subject 2. So we had to wait long enough to convince the fake Herta that she had our trust. Wow. So it's a pretty smart monster thing. Furthermore, we need to give her time to gather evidence against me and convince herself she had enough to strike. That should be it for now. Okay, so I guess we have defended Mondstadt successfully. I don't think it's over yet though. We still gotta find like the imposter source. Durin has been isolated for centuries, but absorbing Subject 2's emotions allowed him to understand certain truths about this world and his existence, including the fact he's no longer Mother's only child or her most perfect creation. Okay, so there's kind of the motive, I suppose. A jealous sibling. Albedo is the perfect creation, right? Or considered to be the perfect creation. So he wants to get rid of Albedo because he's jealous. Oh, we're gonna fight Durin? Miss Phonia. Gene is suspicious. Under Durin's influence. You're trapped. Okay, so Phonia is currently in custody. Ah, well, Varka is mentioned at least. Relatively new tradition. Grandmaster Varka came up with the idea a few years ago. Okay, wait. So this is Varka speaking now.
Barbados?
He sounds exactly like you would expect, though. There's Varka, I guess. Varka's appearance. Oh, and then there's Alice. She was also in the trailer. Apparently Klee's mom. Okay, there's Alice in Dodoko form. All right, so Alice is part of the Hexen Circle member list. 1, Alice. 2, Nicole. 3, Rhinedottir. 7, Octavia. Who are all these people that we haven't heard of the last 4? Okay. I'm guessing you still need to prepare. Take your time. Just come find me at the long table when you're ready. So we're basically getting the Hexen Circle help. Okay, and Albedo is going to introduce us to someone. Who could that be? Rhinedottir herself? Okay, it is Mini Durin. I'm so confused. Isn't Durin the bad guy? I'm going to be the one who is revived and brought into this world. That's Mini Durin, not Durin. Okay, but I thought Mini Durin was Durin, just Mini. If that's not the case, then can't they name him something else? We meet this other Durin in the summer event. Now, okay, I don't recognize this guy at all, so I guess I didn't play that one. I feel like I didn't skip anything ever. Oh, wait, the Skara event? Is that where Skara was called Hat? I don't think I did that one. I think I was just really busy with some other stuff and just never got around to it. That must have been one of the only quests I didn't do though. So Mini Durin is good guy and just kind of separated from the real Durin. I'm gonna replace the Durin on Dragonswine. I'm gonna be the one who's revived and brought into this world. You left the Storybook world and now you're here. Albedo said he can use alchemy to turn me into a human. So apparently Mini Durin and normal Durin are going to like fuse, and hopefully I guess the plan is to have this current Mini Durin take over and become the real Durin, but like a good version of Durin. So Albedo wants to kill evil Durin. Okay, so they're just worried about him like waking up, I guess. Kill him and resurrect him in a different form. Is this not what we just talked about with Mini Durin? Am I overthinking this, or are they just like saying the same thing again? Okay, but we do gotta pass the Hexen Circle trial. Oh. Do we have to fight the chess boss? We have become tiny. I fought this weekly boss several times already, but I didn't really know the backstory behind it until now. I mean, I know there's usually a second phase, but don't know about the story version. This is one of the other Hexen Circles, I guess? Barbeloth. I don't think I'm supposed to know that yet, though. Oh. Well, it says her name there now. So there's Barbeloth, one of the Hexen Circles. Well, we passed the trial. They'll help us now. All right, now we're going to Durin. You haven't watched the Shades trailer? I'm really not sure if I have. I don't watch that many trailers unless they appear in the special program. Dude, leave everything and watch that first. Is it that important? Can't imagine there's too much left to this one. Oh, is it this place with all the red? Okay, I remember this place. That's his heart? I was always wondering what that was, and it never clicked for me when we first did this. Albedo's doing some stuff. We got Durin core, and then we feed that to mini Durin. The rest will soon lose its vitality completely. So that's like essential to Durin. Durin's body should finally die for good. We gotta fuse mini Durin and Durin core together. Unlimited free drinks for Venti. I think they're gonna go out of business. Oh, we're doing that now, I guess. Ah, yeah, there we go. Damn. It's happening. What's it gonna look like? What's it gonna look like? As a human, Albedo does have immaculate aura. About to see. Oh. Like a dragon. I mean, I guess it makes sense. He looks pretty cool. And it worked. Everything good. Mini Durin is human now. You saw him in the trailer? Nod-Krai trailer? Really? I could have sworn I only saw 2 males. Varka and Flynn's. Time for a rewatch? Yeah, maybe. Gold Rhinedottir. Okay. I think that's it. Naburius is in the Shades trailer. We'll watch the trailer once we have control again here. I know he said gold, but no, he called his mom gold. Okay, so that's all connected. Cool. Well, we're gonna watch the trailer, I guess. Maybe that'll shed some light on it. Gold is technically his mother. She created him. Yeah, but who is Gold? It's just another name for her? Now it makes more sense. You see how I get lost sometimes? Because gold is a thing, you know? Gold is like one of the elements of the periodic table. So I thought they were doing something with that. But if it's just another name for her, what's the trailer you guys want me to watch? Shades? Act 6 Natlin? That's probably the last one, right? Or Shades trailer. Shades trailer. Oh, okay, wait. She is life. There's death. Life, death, time, space. I guess I got it.
The golden-haired twin travelers.
Yeah.
And mercilessly tore them apart.
So they're talking about the beginning of the game now. What happened to her?
The beer... No. This looks more like Rhinedottir's doing. Please don't litter other people's spaces with your bizarre creations.
So this lady here is Rhinedottir, but Albedo has never seen her, right? So I was kind of under the assumption we wouldn't see her either. That's Naburius and Gold merged. Okay, Gold is Rhinedottir. I guess I'll just call her Gold. Shade of Life and Gold are one. One body, 2 person. God of Life plus Albedo mom. Dude, why is it so complicated?
It's clear that Asmodee is not here.
Who's Asmodee again? Asmodee is space. My brain. She's
Does it really matter that only 3 of us are here?
Heavenly Principles. Space is the one we met in the beginning, right? Everyone thinking Paimon is... Yeah, I know. That was kind of a theory since a long time, right? Asmodee is space. And she was the one in the beginning that initially cast the twins aside. And she's also the one that is missing. These other 3, I mean, of course they're important. They're gods of the like important things. But like in terms of the story we have so far, space is definitely the most important one. Because she was the one that I actually started the entire thing in the first place. Shade of Death is the one who took the captain away. Rhinedottir is most important story-wise. But it's not really her. It's her mixed with the God of Life, right? Is it actually considered her anymore then? Or are we still talking about the Shade of Life god? Gold Woman is Life Naburius. Red Woman is Death. Metal Hat on top of Head Woman is Time. What are you talking about? They all did things. I'm not saying they're not important. Or I should forget they exist. I don't know if I can take all that in at once. Rhinedottir is a shade. hexen circle and one of the sinner. Gold is also a sinner. The original shade of life was eaten by, oh wait, better than being devoured. I think they just literally said that. Damn it, stop for a second. They are not the heavenly principles. What the hell are the heavenly principles then? Is that like the government and these three are a part of that government, or I guess four? I thought these were like encompassing the heavenly principles. Beings even further above, they are shades of the heavenly principles. But like, okay, so we have shades which are considered gods, and then gods above the shades which are considered super gods. Heavenly principles is the ruler of Teyvat, and the shades basically work for the heavenly principles. Okay, so it's basically just higher ups. Do we know much about the heavenly principles though, or are they just kind of like mysterious still currently? Is heavenly principle a person or one entity, or is it like a group, like a government? Heavenly principles is probably one dude, also known as the primordial one, and these girls are like his generals or something. It's still mysterious mostly. No, we don't know yet. We don't know.
We are shades, shadows of the heavenly principles.
Okay, they just say that anyway
It's
later.
unthinkable, unless she loves her new master more than her own self.
Renova, do you know that you're being watched?
By whom?
Who the hell is that guy? Pierro, the #1 Fatui, leader of the Fatuis. Okay, that one line made the whole Paimon is the shade of space theory stronger. Yeah, like even though I'm not that deep into the lore, that was a theory I had in my head as well, that Paimon is this, is the one from the beginning, but I don't know if that's actually true or not.
The Cryo Archon.
Cryo Archon.
With her paltry powers, she dares set her gaze on the heavenly principles.
We don't have
Heavenly
the
principles have yet to awaken.
you don't have the Cryo Archon yet, right?
If I were her, I wouldn't pass on that opportunity either.
What is the price of killing a god?
Damn, he does have some aura. His goal is the heavenly principles slash shades, those shades, the gods. He is going after them. The Fatui #1. Who's the good guy? Who's the bad guy? I don't even know anymore. Apparently heavenly principles bad. I thought they were like neutral though. This guy looks like he's bad, and also from everything I've heard about Fatui is also bad, but maybe Fatui's not bad anymore. Did I misunderstand something somewhere important? Also the Hilichurls. What's up with the Hilichurls? I remember feeling sad, really sad for the Hilichurls, but I forgot why exactly. It was a while ago. Are the Hilichurls also from Conria? Dane is fighting against the Abyss Order even though he is from Conria. Hilichurls are basically Conria humans before. I watched this one twice already. Let's see how much more I know from this now. So that's Aino. She created Ineffa. She is currently talking to Varka. Is that all right so far at least? Let's go Moga test. All right, these three. No idea, but there's Ineffa. Don't know her at all. That's Durin. Oh, I just assumed. But no, actually, now that I'm paying attention, that I guess that is a boy. I mean, but to be fair, now that I know he's a boy, it's more like I can see it. That's why I didn't make that connection, because I was like, the mini Durin definitely had more of like a boyish, whatever. I digress. So that's Durin. All right, cool. I was talking about the other lady though. Anyone know who she is? Genderless maybe? That would make sense. Never heard a Jehoda in my entire life. She must have been social media exclusive so far, right? Not in-game. Okay.
The primordial being that once ruled this planet made 3 moons rise from the earth.
2 of them are gone. There's only 1 moon now, right? But there are like shades of the moon. Yeah, there's Flynn's, of course. Flynn's fights the Wild Hunt. He's on the freaking light bulb. He's part of the lighthouse guys. Lightkeeper. That's who I was thinking of. Gotta give me a little bit of credit. God, people are so mean. Sandrone. That's Sandrone. Okay, so she is a Fatui Harbinger. Big robot behind her is the puppet, I assume. There's Llama, of course. We know about her already. She's like with the Frostmoon Scions, one of the factions. Varka sharpening his Wolf's Gravestone. I don't know about her. I don't think we've met her in game yet either, right? Niffer. Okay, I don't know her. Oh wait, that's Nicole. Nicole from the Hexen Circle. She's on the side of Alice. I would assume all the Hexen Circles are friendly to each other, right? That's kind of the point of a clan. And the Frostmoon Scions, like, as far as I gathered, their moon is the god, basically. Their god. They just really care about the moon a lot. I don't know if it goes deeper than that for now. I don't know her coming up in a second, walking through the water. But this music is so beautiful. Another Fatui Harbinger. Okay. Is she an ex-Fatui Harbinger? Oh yeah, and then here we see Alice. So what faction does Columbia belong to then now, if she's not a Fatui anymore? Is she one of the Frostmoon Scions? I now understand definitely more about actually where we are in the current state of the game, but I do still want to play that next Archon quest. The Frostmoon Scions worship Columbia? Oh, really? Columbina is not Columbia? Sorry. Columbina. Okay, my chat is very small. Do you think we start with Act 6 of Natlan? That's probably important too, right? Maybe we do this one first. Chronologically should be first anyway. All right, we have Eon-san here. Right now it's just small talk. Eon-san talking about exercise, but Eon-san does need some help. So the Collective of Plenty is holding a bodybuilding competition soon. This doesn't seem very high stakes currently, but I imagine something will happen during that. Looking for something in here. We have found a Hilichurl. Hilichurls left something behind. They were brought here from a spaceship. Actually, now that I think about it, how did they even get to that part in the first place? Of them just like flying in the air. I guess the Eon-san thing was just a vehicle to deliver us to this location. To find the spaceship key. Yeah.
Has just been canceled, so the usual
right.
squad will be
That's
resuming their normal
kind of called that
duties.
out as well.
They'll be here to take over shortly.
Bodybuilding. So yeah, that's been canceled. Don't gotta help Eon-san, I guess. I guess that also makes sense. It was canceled because the Abyss Order attacked. From our perspective, currently, they're bad. I've heard the Abyss Order, but this is the first time I've known them to take organized action on such a large scale. So we're gonna go meet up with Mawika. So we don't really know why they're attacking yet. Obviously, we want to help deal with it because our brother in this case is involved, being the leader of the Abyss Order and all. We don't know his goal currently either. Just so I'm clear, you're still on Natlan's side and you have no idea what your sibling is after. Is that right? Yes, we don't know anything. Masters of the Nightwind, so that's who they're mainly targeting right now, the Abyss Order. We are going to the Masters of the Nightwind now, help fight off the Abyss Order. See, Ollie doesn't care at all. There's not too much to note about the story so far. It's just that the Abyss Order is attacking and we are defending. Okay, we have pretty much successfully defended against the Abyss Order for now. Who's this?
Thank goodness, someone's here.
That's a trap.
What happened?
Okay, she's like getting wrecked by some ghost, or it really is a trap and she's just acting like a crazy person. It's like the curses in Jujutsu Kaisen. You need to have like a certain power to see the enemies.
Kind of funny, actually.
That sounded like Sandy Cheeks. I need to focus on the story. Your guess is as good as mine. I could see them the whole time, so when you said you couldn't, I thought you were making fun of me. Daredith attacked by invisible monsters that Traveler couldn't see, but then Traveler could see them. We defeated them. Now Daredith is thankful. W recap chat. I still think it could possibly be a trap though.
That's the second time you called the Traveler a savior.
What is that about?
Sorry.
Does she know the sibling? The sage said that doomsday was coming, but as that day approached, a savior would reveal themselves to us.
But didn't you say that everything matched?
Except that the savior was a boy.
Everything except
There you go.
the
Boom.
gender. The savior was
Maybe that was supposed to be
described as
obvious
young
already. I
man.
don't know. I feel kind of proud of myself though. All right, so we're taking Daredith and looking for brother. Savior will rescue us all from our pain and suffering.
The traveler looks just like the savior of my dreams. And it's not every day that the savior of dreams swoops in and saves the day in a moment of crisis.
Okay.
So I'm just a little overwhelmed, that's all.
What a mysterious girl. We should definitely keep an eye on her. I don't think she's a bad person. I think that basically boils down to we both want to find our sibling. So Daredith considers him a savior. We know he's the leader of the Abyss Orders, so we want to talk to him about that. So we're back to Yan-san. Gonna probably tell her what happened with Dareth. All right, but yeah, so far nothing to really report. Kind of just like small talk. All right, we're gonna go check back on Here we are. Daredith will still be here, right? Gone or just hiding? I kind of trust Daredith. I don't know why. Now, there she is. Just
Traveler, watch out!
nah. Wait, no. Hold up. Prediction. She thought Traveler was a bad guy.
Sorry.
Yeah,
Sorry.
told ya. Well, until now, we've kind of just been having a chat with Daredith. Had dinner, talking about some philosophies, and now I think there are some monsters. Oh, right, we gotta hold hands to see the monsters. Got some enemies to take care of. Oh, hibernation chamber key. That's what it was? A key to a hibernation chamber? I thought it was a spaceship. What the hell's going on now? Where am I? We're in the Night Kingdom. The twin, the sibling. The sibling is here. Chamber's in the spaceship. Okay, so it's like a room. And the Lord of the Night. Head hurt. Headache is gone. It was just a dream. Dreams usually have more meaning in these
awake.
sorts of situations.
sorry.
Damn, we're leaving her for like days now. We got some abyss mages running somewhere.
about? That's
Oh, can she
strange.
not see the normal enemies
it's my
then?
turn.
She must be
This
from
is
a
what it's
different
like.
like universe or whatever, or a different like plane. Maybe we'll figure that out. Abyss Order frontline collapsed. That's good sign. A single person stormed the enemy lines. Okay. Someone very strong. Dainsleif. That must be the Dainsleif. Dainsleif. I don't know how to pronounce half the characters' names because I usually play in JP. Let's go meet up with Dainsleif. Alright, so there we are meeting with Dainsleif. What has he got to say? He has no voice. No need to thank me, I hunt the... Can I also just call him Dane? Never before have I seen the Abyss Order take action on such a large scale. So we still don't know their actual motive for attacking, but I think that's what we're trying to figure out. But he might know something about the NPC, Daredith. Last time I heard that term was before the Cataclysm, and not just that, it referred to your brother then too. But who would still believe in the myth of the Savior when the Cataclysm was already taken place? It makes no sense. Okay, so she's probably a lot older than she looks, perhaps. When he was first granted the title of Prince, the Vinster King and the entire court of Conria set about loudly proclaiming the might that he would bring to the nation. They made it sound as if, with him there, all pain and suffering would be washed away and the future of Conria would be brighter than anyone could imagine. The Savior was the celebratory title given to the prince by those who believed this rhetoric. Of course, you know how that story ended. In hindsight, the cruel irony is glaring. All that title really stood for was the Vinster King's lust for power. Is that why Aether is so determined to revive the homeland? Because he thinks he's failed as the Conrian savior? Okay, we're getting speculation about the girl, the NPC. I suspect she is descended from pure blood Conrians afflicted with the curse of immortality. They must have resettled somewhere remote, cut off from the rest of the world. That would explain how her people retained their ancient beliefs, including the myth of the golden-haired savior. Yeah, what's up with the invisible monster situation? Okay, Dainsleif is like, I don't care. There was definitely something to unpack there with that conversation. Okay, that's good. We know where the Abyss Order's headquarters are. So Dane is going ahead of the others because they need still some time to prep. We are, of course, joining Dane. So here's the Abyss Order's hideout. Summon him to clear... Oh, wait, we can actually play with him? Oh. Shame. We can just summon him. Okay, yeah, so we're like already in the process of infiltrating their headquarters. Oh, here we go. What's going on with this guy? We have met Inquisitus Baptist. Twilight Sword, is this really what you want? Because he is also one of the cursed Conrians with immortality, right? When he says, our prince, that is referring to Sibling. The Abyss Order's greatest wish has been fulfilled. What is that? Our Highness quietly emphasizes the dedicated to exploit that realm's past experience with ley line. What are you talking about? And then use the loom of fate to reweave the ley lines of Conria. Can't pretend I know what everything is going on, but let's just continue on. If Conria has indeed been revived as you claim, then where is it? I guess like the invisible monsters probably have something to do with that. Different dimension of reality. That's kind of what I was talking about that lady. Maybe I'm in a different time and space from Daredith. If she's Conrian like Dane suspects, then that means this revived Conrian that he speaks of might actually exist, and despite hailing from that separate time and space, Daredith has found a way to communicate with us. The notion that Conria has been revived is preposterous. Unless I see it with my own eyes, I refuse to entertain it. There is only one thing that should demand our attention to this in this instant, and that is silencing this man for good. So we kind of killed everyone in the headquarters, but apparently that doesn't matter because they, according to them, revived Conria, which was their goal. Oh, Jesus Christ. I mean, he's like immortal, right? Doesn't matter. Okay, well, that dude isn't actually dead. Okay, he also has the curse of immortality. Isn't it kind of pointless fighting each other, though? Like, he already killed him 100 times. That's pretty impressive. I kind of feel sorry for Hayden. Everything he's doing now, including his regret over what happened, comes from a genuine place in his heart. Yeah, these like two did know each other, but apparently the other guy doesn't remember anything. So their goal is basically to restore Conria. This guy's saying they did that already. Whether that's true or not, don't know, but that's kind of their motivation for doing everything they're doing. He just said they haven't revived it yet. His memories are key for the ley lines in order to restore Conria. Okay, well now he says new Conria is complete. Whew, that's a lot to take in, dude. Oh, Daredith. A simpler time, hopefully. Hello, Daredith. Nice animated scene, though. Oh, wait a minute. That looks like the cubes. Is this where Daredith is right now? That was kind of my suspicion. I come from your future. Okay, wait. So, wait. I think it's... I think my two neurons are connecting. Okay, so she is from Conria, and Conria was like in the past, and now this, I'm just gonna continue reading. I come from your future.
Wait.
So she is currently living in like an alternate timeline. But why is she here though?
What happens to Conria? What
Like
happens to
bad
my
stuff,
homeland?
right? My last remaining brain cell has stopped working. You and me both, brother. Don't give her your key. I don't think I have a choice in this matter. Wait, we can choose? We can actually choose? If this is her future, if this is her fate, what would I do? I'm gonna give her the key. Oh no, what have I done? What have I done? Is she the Hilichurl? No!
So that's what happened. Istaroth, the ruler of time, must have had a hand in this.
Okay, so Sibling here. Is that the shade? Life, death, time, space. Istaroth is just the time one. Shade of time? Okay, good. But that's our sibling talking to us, right?
I knew only the ending.
That's like...
I've always been curious about the events that led to it. When the cataclysm first began 500 years ago, I, as the Prince of Conria, was preparing to do my part. To fight back with all my might.
But like, did we not get separated at the same time? Oh my god, no. Our sibling has been existing since way back then. But this girl, Daredith, she found me. Okay, so yeah, that is clear now. The person she was talking about was indeed our sibling.
The irony was that even as she desperately begged me to save the world, she brought me news of you.
Wait, what? Wait, in the past?
I was stunned. And I was suspicious of her claim that you were searching for me. But then, she showed me the key to your hibernation chamber.
What? I don't like this. What happens if we just kept the key? Would this just not happen? Are there actually alternate, like, scenarios? Does your choice actually matter once? Okay, same thing happens if you keep it.
We'd been separated ever since I awakened in Teyvat. I searched the whole planet and found no trace of you anywhere. And then she brought me that news at the worst possible moment. I was faced with an extremely difficult decision. I desperately wanted to see you again. But Conria was in equally desperate need of my help.
But how?
I knew that no matter what I chose, I'd regret my decision for the rest of my days. So I steeled myself against the guilt and made my decision. I went to see you. But when I found you, you were still in hibernation. Even the key to the chamber was still secure on your person. I couldn't make sense of what I was seeing. But there was no time to think. I just grabbed you and ran. That's where we are right now. An intersection in our memories. This question has haunted me for the past 500 years. I never imagined the answer would come to me like this. So, my actions 500 years in the future set everything in motion. Are you mocking me, Istaroth?
Daredith succeeded in bringing us together, but unfortunately it is versions of us 500 years apart. Okay, that was kind of my question. She hoped that the Savior would rescue Conria, save the entire world, but instead the news she brought led the Savior to make the complete opposite decision. The news she brought that the sibling, the ley lines are complete. That's a pretty big step. I mean, yeah, he says very important
I'd
step.
always thought that Teyvat's ley lines were locked by the heavenly principles. No more can be added. But then, I learned that Natlan's Night Kingdom appeared to be an exception to the rule. I directed the Abyss Order to feign an attack on Natlan, buying me some time to enter the Night Kingdom and negotiate with the Lord of the Night. Unfortunately, for other reasons, even the Night Kingdom cannot host any new ley lines. The most I could get was some room to carry out the weaving process.
So for other reasons, it just kind of didn't work anyway, even though Natlan was an exception. The Lord of the Night did say before that even she can only reconstruct Natlan's ley lines. It's probably for the same reason.
Still, I received the Lord of the Night's permission and activated the Loom of Fate.
I still don't really know what the Loom of Fate is.
Using an Intivat as the base, I was able to grow a realm based on the Conria of 500 years ago. superimposing it over present-day Natlan's space-time.
These two worlds coexist, but then like the one lady, Daredith, somehow broke into the other side. I don't know how that worked yet still. The Loom of Fate is a device that can weave new ley lines. Okay, simple enough. But apparently that's not really possible. But he was able to grow a realm based on Conry 500 years ago, so that's
that
something.
Superimposition is what allowed you
Oh,
and Dainsleif
he says it right
to cross
there.
paths.
Okay, why did the Lord of the Night agree to this?
After that, the new Conria was enriched with memories of the old, drawn from the Abyss Order's members in their meditation sessions. With those memories as raw materials, and the superimposed realm as a template, the Loom of Fate finally finished its work.
Okay.
What I now hold in my hand is the Atlas of the New World.
Okay, yeah, but what happens when you like use that thing though? That's...
This is the product of the Loom of Fate, holding within it the entire network of new Conria's ley lines. With this, the nation once known as Conria can rise again.
How can we metaphorize the ley lines in something that makes more sense? It's like pathways or something. I think Daredith told Sibling that we are looking, and then Sibling dropped what he was doing, dropped, I guess, protecting Conria or being the savior at all to make the decision to look for the Sibling, and that's what caused all the bad stuff to happen because he stopped being the savior. That's kind of what I gathered. Erminsul is like a computer and ley lines are like code. It stores the data of the world. Somewhat helpful. So he's got some new lines of code for the new Conria. Basically, he's gonna mount the drive into C. I guess he's gonna see how that goes. That is an external hard drive that has Conria.exe, we can kind of say. And he's looking for a suitable computer to plug it into. Kinda? Okay, but he hasn't done it yet.
When I first arrived in Conria 500 years ago, my memory was completely blank. It was only after I had served as their prince for many years that I slowly began to remember everything, including you.
Yeah, but what are their memories from before they got separated? We don't really know anything about that, right? Like, before they were in Teyvat, your memories were erased.
But recovering old memories didn't simply erase the part of my life I spent in Conria. I still see it as my second home.
He became acclimated to the Abyss Order and all that because he grew up in or spent so much time in Conria. So, and since Conria is just kind of the Abyss Order and like vice versa, that's kind of his family.
That is why my guilt weighs so heavily on me.
I guess.
But even so, that only
And all the
constitutes
Hilichurls
part of my motive. More importantly, if I wish to speak with the heavenly principles as an equal, I will need the might of an entire world behind me.
Which doesn't sound like you at all, either. This whole thing, your plan, what does it have to do with us? All along, it's only ever been about us. He's leading again. Is he using it just right here? Oh, Jesus. Oh, yeah, what's up with Daredith? She's not actually just standing there for 500 years, right? What can I say? Okay. Ow, my brain. I can't follow all that. All right, well, we're back with Yonsan now. Oh, I remember this. So wait. The Lord of the Night is the angel of Natlan that sustains its ley lines. Oh, she was in the same scene though then, wasn't she? Oh, wait, is she like the freaking statue looking lady? Sort of ethereal? Preserve an entire... Okay, and that atlas is what Aether was holding on to. All right. Return to the cave where you were previously in. So yeah, Lumine definitely a little depressed now, which is understandable. That was kind of crazy. Okay, there it is. Whew. The journey home now. Song of the Welcome Moon prelude. That's the third quest we were thinking about doing. There might be some important stuff within here somewhere. I'm not sure, but I'm just probably gonna be trying to focus on the most important stuff. Got Ineffa here. Who got wounded? Secret Source automatons. Okay, just those regular enemies. I guess currently our only plan is to go kill those automatons that hurt our Kukasaurus. So this is the Ineffa quest. We get some backstory on Ineffa, I guess. This one's pretty long too. Oh well, I guess I'll get comfy. All right, so we killed the automatons. All right, they're meeting Ineffa here. All right, so we found a cipher. Current subject is this lockbox, secret message in there we need to unlock. And I guess that will give us our answers about why the automatons are acting the way they are, or what's up with the Ineffa probs. So that's the first order of business, I suppose. That box is a message from someone in Nod-Krai to the traveler. That must be Aino, right? Okay, so she's the messenger. Okay, I mean, that's obviously an issue. Ineffa has no memories. Corrupted hard disk. Okay, so the memory folder has a password on it. Okay, they're trying to figure out where she's from. We know that already, but she is a household maid. True. She was kind of just jumbled together, right?
A mishmash
I guess.
of parts from all over the
Mishmash
world.
of parts. All right, yes. I mean, so far this is basically just an Ineffa introduction, which we kind of know about already. You gotta tidy up these boxes, apparently. I didn't mean to do that. Sorting small objects. Let's start with Red Book. So Ineffa is a malfunction. What is this spirit? Hello, Kniech. Okay, so not like a bounty hunt. I guess just a find and locate sort of target. Ahau is a Dragon Lord as well. I mean, isn't he like always talking about that though? Okay, so all these people know Ineffa. Recently picked up is that Nod-Krai is kind of like the melting pot of Teyvat, right? It kind of houses all sorts of people from different places, which is, I guess, the reason why it's going to be also the place where a lot of those like loose threads are wrapped up. So it kind of makes sense that like there's going to be a lot of different people in Nod-Krai. That's my current understanding anyway. Ineffa is Dainsleif. Mods, you're gonna have to time out Peter Pan for like 400 seconds or something. That would have been a pretty hype thing to have not been spoiled for me. Now I know Ineffa is Dainsleif. Oh, the Fatui. The Fatui are in the picture as well now. The Fatui pulled the moon down?
And Shalonen is the one who woke her up.
Shalonen? Is that how she's pronounced?
Include their costs in the final bill.
I've been saying it very wrong this whole time. Shalonen? I don't know if I can go back from Zealonen. All right, they're just talking about how Ineffa is well built. Ineffa and this crew came to Natlan to find her missing memories, but on the way she lost more memories. That doesn't seem very efficient. Aino put like all the pieces together, but her core is a mystery. And I think the core is like where all of the important bits are. That was kind of clear from all the other stuff with all the malfunctions and the parts of her trailers and stuff, but like Ineffa is the core, and that's probably more than just like a robot as we know it, I suppose. Okay, so she never had like super dementia. There's a different word for that. Amnesia. My brain is dead. My brain is not working anymore. Okay, the closer we got to Natlan, the worse her symptoms got. That's interesting. Right now, our main goal is to recover Ineffa's memories. Okay, Ahau is apparently concerned about something. Okay, they are connected somehow. Interesting, interesting. I don't think there's much going on in this scene. These children are trying to give a gift to Ineffa. I mean, maybe it unlocks a core memory, which would be important, I guess. But all right, we found Ineffa. She is on her revenge against these automatons, giving the flower from the children. She doesn't really seem that appreciative. She's just analyzing it. Ah. Also what I kind of theorized, that it will unlock some core memory. Okay, who is this lady talking about? Okay, here's the malfunction thing popping up again.
Recover your memories. Malfunction. Have you forgotten why you cast them away to begin with?
She did that willingly? The situation is crazy? Okay, now they're talking about Ahau and how he's been acting weird. Apparently there is some connection between Ineffa and Ahau. Ineffa is a sovereign ruler? 13 Dragon Lords, right. I mean, Ahau's always talking about how he's like a important dude, so Ahau's one of those, I guess. He is apparently one of the 13, and the other 12 are just gone? Yeah, so the core is important. I don't think the rest of her parts really mattered that much. But the core is what holds the mysteries. There's another one. Does anyone know who Leonka is? Founder of Chaska's clan? Interesting. So she's a Yonka. So she was cursed for raising a human. That's pretty sad. They already did this mind sharing stuff, but Seoli has something to tell us.
Slip away quietly while they've got their heads buried in those woven scrolls.
Quietly, you say? All right, I'm on my way. Where are we going? Ah, over here. Okay, another sovereign ruler. There's too much to keep track of now. I mean, that would kind of make sense, I guess, if Ahau is feeling a certain way towards her, because like he's one of the lords as well, or at least the core. Maybe the core is that. But so basically, they're saying Ineffa can be a problem, innocent until proven guilty, sort of vibes. If she becomes a problem, then we take action. Okay, Ineffa ran away. Maybe she realized something. Okay, I mean, it's just like more of the secret source dudes. Maybe these are special for some reason though. Oops. What? Okay, we have the Fatui here. What are they trying?
Well.
That is probably like a similar core to what Ineffa is made out of. Are all those dragons just like kind of AI cores? She understands robot language. Not really a huge surprise, to be honest. Okay, the automatons are under Fatui control. I mean, yeah, I guess that was kind of clear from the Fatui trio hiding behind the bushes. Wasn't that guy the one with the standing next to the Fatui? Mirror of the dawning morn.
Before the translation began, she referred to me by a different name.
Oh.
11th Lord.
Okay, so she is, I guess. That'll probably either be confirmed or denied later,
yes.
I suppose. You're saying this dude might be Fatui spy? I mean, I think he was like just huddled up with them. So we are trailing this suspicious guy who I don't know how to pronounce, seeing what he's up to. From our perspective, it's pretty clear he is working with Fatui in some capacity. Secret tunnel. Territory sealed by Ianka. This was one-off. All right, well, we're definitely going to be infiltrating, I suppose, and dealing with some Fatuis. Okay, so Ineffa already went in. Obviously, we got to follow her and see what's going on in there. Wait, what? The robot? The robot is the 8th. Oh wait, is the robot just acting as a translator right now? Translator. Okay. I'm sorry, I'm not reading that. Maybe when I'm editing this video. I guess I'm just gonna go down here for now. This place looks kind of crazy. Okay, but why is he working with them? That's a big question.
We're writing off your debt.
There you go. His expression was so much more dramatic than the voiceover. Voice actor's like, yeah, you know, I've been your dude on the inside for 10 years. Is that not enough? Just wait.
How could I look my daughter in the eyes and act like everything's still okay?
So sorry. Okay, no more translation required. I see. So she's the one who broke open the floor to get them down here. Okay, she controls all the robots. 11th Lord, do you now recall the path you once chose?
Not yet.
Human, you once asked who placed the curse on the 11th Lord. The answer is herself. She placed the curse on herself. So bad thing happened. Then the so-called Ineffa couldn't decide what to do. Split in half. That's all I got so far.
What happened to the sovereign ruler?
Good question. Just dead. Okay, cool.
Completely.
I mean, it's probably a good thing because like she was the one with the big grudge against humanity. Apparently they are just really robots. Artificial intelligence.
There was a bad robot who bugged out and turned into half good bot, half bad bot.
Thank you, Paimon.
Then, bad bot cursed good bot, so whenever good bot thinks about the idea of belonging, she gets headaches. Meaning, the only way that Ineffa can avoid the pain is to keep forgetting everything.
Yes. Thank you, Paimon. I am Paimon. I just had this realization. I'm actually a worse Paimon. God damn it.
After 2,000 years, we finally meet again, 11th Lord, Mirror of the Dawning Morn.
And you? You're the 8th Lord? The priestess?
So you have the 8th and 11th. The sovereign ruler, my other self, but I thought she perished.
The core of the ruins.
It's the Fatui!
Man, these guys.
Unnecessary.
Oh no. Oh, no way. Did you just do that? That's brutal. Jesus. She smashed them between the barriers? Now we're also gonna get smashed. I think the Fatui dudes. So she's just like the 11th now. I guess the quote unquote bad one. I would assume.
And now
the bad side that was supposed to be dead already.
The same fate as she.
I cannot let you get away with this.
She's fighting.
You fool.
Here we go. Oh no.
My core. No.
I mean, man.
I'm just one of her many projects.
I thought they actually did go splat. Isn't this the dude I need like a cryo team for? Oh wait, no.
Impossible. Where is this data from?
From now on, your name's Ineffa.
Return.
A new core RTX. No, that was a cool scene. Dude, Kildo still. Oh right, we got to open the letter, of course. Sure, I guess.
Best saved to the end.
Jean's always singing your praises.
That's Varka, isn't it? No. No, I can't after all this. To the honorary Knight Moga, hey there, I'm Varka. If that doesn't ring a bell, I'm the Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius. It's a real shame that I'm away on it. You might have heard that the factions here are. I've met a few reliable. We got the Abyss Order, and that these words will likely be as dull to read as they are word to write. Lace up your boots, as a world. I'll look out for you as a Grandmaster should be. Okay, very cool. Oh my God, quest complete. I don't know if there's anything else to complete there, but I think I'm going to end stream now. Lol. It's over 9 hours now. Goodbye, everyone. Jesus Christ.